It seems like everybody on the internet wants to talk about Star Wars these days. However, why does the internet have to make it feel like I'm going through school all over again with the bullies bullying me for liking Star Wars? Anyway, this is the Space Wizard, and welcome to the TheSpaceWizard's Holocron. Star Wars, an iconic name in film history. Whether you love it, whether you hate it, it's everywhere. From a long history of different Star Wars films to different TV shows, novels, games, toys, and so much more, Star Wars has become an iconic household brand name that everybody just has to get familiar with at some point in their life. But it seems as time goes forward and there is more and more newer entries into Star Wars, we seem to forget what makes Star Wars so iconic, so passionate, and so worthy of hitting us straight to home base. Over the course of this video and the next several videos, I will be going over different things in Star Wars that just make me feel right at home. Back in 1977, George Lucas introduced us to some of the most iconic characters ever in film history, that being Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Han Solo, Chewbacca, C-3PO, R2-D2, Princess Leia, Darth Vader, and Governor Tarkin. Each of these iconic characters bring their own unique tone to the original Star Wars film. George Lucas carefully utilized a storytelling method called the hero's journey when crafting the story of Luke Skywalker. Along with using the storytelling mechanic, George Lucas centered his mythology around something called the Force, a mystical energy field that surrounds us, binds us, penetrates us, holds everything together in the galaxy, something that you can utilize under your own control, whether for good, whether for bad, as we come to find out in the continuing journey of Star Wars. Almost every scene in the original Star Wars movie can hold some kind of foundation upon the mysticism that surrounds this franchise, whether it be the references of the Force, all the different creatures and aliens that we come across, all the different technology and droids, the different tyrannies that appear throughout the franchise's history as well, all these different themes of heroism, family, compassion, even comedy sometimes, all generate and stem from the center core of this movie. And even so, as time moves forward and more Star Wars movies and TV shows come out, they still seem to rely on these classic tropes. Whether in different lights of other narratives or not, they still represent the same kind of fun-loving, adventurous spirit that we see inside of the original Star Wars movies. And that's one idea George Lucas bred into Star Wars itself. Another one of the crazy ideas that George Lucas had in his masterful storytelling was the idea of starting the story in the middle. For some reason, this tactic made Star Wars one of the most successful franchises in history, and I don't think any other franchise could successfully mimic this tactic. In 1977, this was all the information you needed to know. The galaxy was controlled by an empire. Whether it was good, whether it was bad, it's an empire from the aspect and viewpoint of the audience. And against this empire is a rebel alliance, one who is trying to destabilize and deconstruct the empire to restore the galaxy back to the original order that it was before the empire took over. We also learn of a psychic laser sword wielding monk clan of people that were wiped out known as the Jedi. Star Wars A New Hope, as it would later be retitled, gave us all the different definitions of the word hope from all these different key elements that George Lucas drew from. At the time in 1977, fans thought that was it when Luke Skywalker blew up the Death Star. They thought they had won and weren't expecting the franchise to continue on forward after its spiraling success factor. A large tribute to the success of Star Wars was the practical effects that George Lucas had employed while filming Star Wars. There's a lot of different things that happened over the filming of Star Wars, from different money issues to not having everything ready at certain time points to a lot of re-editing and rearranging of the film, and a lot of stuff that was filmed not actually making it into the movie. Through perseverance, through all the new technologies and filming methods that George Lucas employed to be able to create this movie, It made it one of the biggest successful movies of its time. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give it the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe for more Star Wars content. Check out some of those playlists for more content that you might have missed relating to Star Wars and other subjects. And if you enjoy Star Wars as much as I do, let's talk about it. Let's create more magical moments in this galaxy far, far away together. I'm almost to 300 subscribers on YouTube, and once I hit that goal, things are going to start getting more epic around here, so do try to help me out in reaching that milestone in this journey.